and the British Grand Prix is go! Charles Leclerc moving to the lead from the front row. He's past Kimi Antonelli, and so has Lewis Hamilton. It's a Ferrari 1-2. The pole sitter just did not get away. Worst case scenario for Antonelli. George Russell trying to hang on to fourth place. He's got Hadjar up the inside. Russell stays there for the moment, but our pole sitter has been passed by not just one car, not just two Ferraris. He now finds himself with George Russell with a run. This is big pressure. Charles Leclerc, then Lewis Hamilton, then Kimi Antonelli, and the top two in the World Championship are barely separated by the time that we get to Brooklands. Antonelli's heart will be going like a jackhammer. It's Charles Leclerc, Hamilton.
And off in the background, sorry, a couple of cars have had contact into Brooklands.
And we see tumbling down Alex Albon, Ollie Behrman in the background there.
Initial reaction was absolutely fine, but it was in that second phase of the start that he just got absolutely mugged by the Ferraris into turn one.
Lewis Hamilton, he's had a bad piece of news. A 5-second penalty, which he has to serve at his pit stop, and that is moving before the lights.
Lando Norris, not that good off the line relative to the cars in front, and look at that. And then his teammate has a tank slapper through turn one and runs wide.
This is into Brooklands, and Alex Albon into the side of the Haas, and that was pretty conclusive. Down he tumbled.
Piastri's damage is extensive there on the front wing. That's why he's been in for a change, clearly. Where did he pick it up?
It's a very unusual circumstance. Isaac Hadjar has outqualified Max Verstappen 3 times this season. Antonelli taking the fight. Oh, late lunge, opportunistic move, and Verstappen gets by as he moves up to P5. Antonelli, once again, will know that he's ahead of his teammate and closest rival for the championship, who will know the third-place driver in the points. Lewis Hamilton has run out of energy to the inside and taking second position at Copse Corner. Kimi Antonelli finally gets by. The gap was 2.3 seconds. It's now up to 4.2. Ferrari playing the team game. Antonelli couldn't afford to get mixed up in it, and he's got by. Max Verstappen back in the fight for victory for the first time all season a week ago in Austria, but he's got a good launch out of Luffield through Woodcote, and there's a defensive move, but there's nothing Russell can do, and Verstappen tears by up to fourth position.
And box. No, my tyres are still good. They've
called him in to get fresh rubber. He said his tyres were still good, but they've overruled him.
5-second penalty, and that's why they're not touching the car, but they're all poised and ready to do it. Felt like a long 5 seconds. Russell's going to jump him. There we go. George Russell also pits and comes out ahead of Hamilton. Verstappen will jump the two of them, and then that is going to be the fight for Lewis. There goes Max through your shot.
Hamilton has a lot of pace, so does George Russell. They have both caught Max Verstappen. Lando Norris came out behind Isaac Hadjar, left-hand side of your picture. Here we go with Lewis Hamilton roaring by into Copse Corner and making it stick. Russell won't like that one bit, and they're side by side into maggots, and Hamilton keeps it pinned. Hamilton gets by, and the crowd loved it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Julian looked like he was trying to climb up the wall out of the place when he thought Hamilton was going to cut across the front of Russell, but Russell with more energy was able to come back at him and hang her. So, well, impressive wheel-to-wheel racing at high speed.
This is your podium fight right here. You feel like when they sort themselves out, they should be able to go and attack the Red Bull that's just ahead of them, but Max will be enjoying it.
Oh, the Ferrari is soaring away at the Mercedes. Lewis Hamilton will be applying the power. Can he go the long way round of Brooklands? Oh, this is spectacular. Russell won't like that one bit. Hamilton gets up to fourth.
I want whatever anti-aging pills Hamilton is on. He's turned back the clock.
We go again through Woodcote to Copse Corner, and Russell trying to take it back. Oh, Hamilton had to back out of it. They are lighting up Silverstone circuit at the moment.
Okay, we've got slow puncher right rear.
Who, me or?
You do.
George Russell's tough time is going to continue. He's being told he's got a slow puncher, but he's going past the 4-time champion. Extraordinary, at least he's trying to the inside. Stowe Corner, Verstappen hangs onto it. Russell doesn't peel to the pits. A confusing moment on the radio, and Russell is heaping the pressure on the 4-time champ. And there's a potential to only lose 3 points that's going to get worse. Does George Russell come into the pits? He goes past Max Verstappen on the apex. At this stage, Verstappen can't defend, but he can keep it pinned. Doesn't give George Russell an inch. And George Russell, the slow puncher, he can't keep it out, and he has to come in. George Russell on the mediums gets past Isaac Hadjar, going on to the Wellington Straight.
The front's working well for Hamilton, the rear's on the limit. This has got to be the chance.
Yeah, Verstappen looking like he's losing rear grip. Hamilton right up his gearbox.
Deciding which way to go on the Wellington Straight, Lewis Hamilton takes third position back in the Grand Prix, and he gets by Max Verstappen to return to the podium at Silverstone.
Something broken in the car.
Oh my word! Kimi Antonelli was scything into the lead of Charles Leclerc.
The car is like suspension. I don't know.
So it's a new set of medium tyres, and off he goes. And is there a bigger fundamental issue, or is it another puncture they've spotted?
You go over the curb, and there it breaks on the left-hand side. So he runs over the curb on the exit of Copse Corner,
Yeah,
and
you
it
can
has
see the
changed
blockage.
everything. Can they rip it clear now? They can. They'll send him on his way.
If only they could have identified that before.
And off into the gravel. Max Verstappen from the podium. Unbelievable! Confirmation Max Verstappen is in the gravel, and this British Grand Prix has another twist. He's at Stowe Corner, and he appears to be out of the British Grand Prix. And oh my word, we have a full safety car. And it gets away from him into the gravel and out of the race.
I've never seen that.
We do have a 5-second penalty for track limits.
Yeah, but that's a joke, mate. I didn't do it on purpose.
I know.
Like, the car was broken.
Yeah, understood.
Hamilton out with a 2.6 second stop.
Russell stays out. He's on the main straight, isn't he?
And look,
Norris pits. Russell stays out. There he is.
look for the control line, look for the line. And George Russell has second position. The biggest attendance this racetrack has ever seen, and they will be rewarded with a last lap shootout for the major places. No, ending, but it doesn't come in. The graphic was, the safety car was in this lap according to the timing page, and the safety car has been redeployed once again. Charles Leclerc wins the British Grand Prix for his 9th career victory in Formula One. George Russell gets up to second place and minimises the damage in the World Championship. And Lewis Hamilton will climb onto the podium at Silverstone once again. Adrift of his teammates' performance in Canada, in the wall on 2 occasions in Monaco, and in the barriers of Q3 in Barcelona. He had no pace in Austria, and we wondered if the magic was fading away. The man from Monaco responds with a firm answer.